What's up, everyone? We have Skinner here with us tonight. And would you like to introduce who you are and what you play in the band?
So my name is Norman Skinner. I sing for the band Skinner. It was not my idea to name the band Skinner. I'm not that much of a narcissist.
And that's your real last name?
Yes, it is.
That's amazing.
So, I don't know. The guy said that it sounded metal, and I was like,
does
okay,
sound
I guess.
Like, what's Skinner? I mean, nothing. I don't think anything else sounds. No last name sounds more metal than that. Honestly, you know.
I never think of that because growing up, kids are gonna find any way to make fun of your name. Skinhead, skin. It. Yeah,
it's true. But okay, so we were talking earlier in the studio about how you have 100 bands going on for you right now.
So I didn't mean to get. I have 6 bands currently, and I didn't mean for it to actually happen that way. So I started off in a band called Tramontane, and it was a local power metal band, and we played out a lot. We released an EP, etc. The band broke up in 2000. I formed a new band called Machine Called Man, and we did an album and played a couple shows, but it was really slow going. So I decided to resurrect a new version of Tramontane. So at that time, I had 2 bands. They were both slow going. Nothing was really happening.
Right.
And then I got recruited by Imagica, which was a very big band at the time. They already had 3 albums out. I ended up doing 4 albums with them. So throughout that entire time, I had one band I was mainly focused on and a couple that weren't really doing much. And then in 2010, I quit Imagica and I decided, okay, well, I'm going to join. I want a prog band. I joined one, which brought it up to 3. Skinner was formed by sort of accident, which made 4, and then the last 2 just kind of fell in my lap.
That's awesome, though.
It's rough.
I'm sure. I mean, how do you find time for that?
I don't know. As I'm lucky, I'm a singer. If I was a guitar player or something, I think it would be harder to do. But I mean, driving to work, I can pop in tracks from different bands. I can make up the lyrics and stuff at work. If it's slow, I can work on lyrics and just kind of try to balance it and hope that the guys don't get too mad at me for taking too long. Yeah,
definitely. So speaking of Skinner, how long has that been around?
It's been around for, I think, just about 2 years now.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, so we've in that time we've released one EP, which went over great. Everyone seems to love it. It's called The Enemy Within. You can get it at CD Baby, iTunes, etc., Amazon. Got to plug it. Yeah. But we're just finishing up recording our new album. Actually, it is recording. It's being mixed. It's called Sleepwalkers. And then we're also shooting a music video for the song Sleepwalkers on April 6th.
That's awesome. So so Sleepwalkers when is the release date for that?
So there isn't technically no release date because we're mixing it, we're going to master it. Okay. And then I won't say we're necessarily going to shop at too many record labels, but I definitely want to sign on some distribution deals and get a marketing team together before we move with that. Otherwise, it's just going to be another self-released, CD that doesn't do anything. I'd rather put some effort behind it.
Definitely. So. And you recorded that at your house, is what you're saying, that you have...
The vocals were recorded at my house. Okay. So I have my own, little Pro Tools setup, and I call it Savage Screams Studio.
That's awesome.
And so for everything that I've recorded, my last release in this one, I've all tracked myself. I just got tired of dealing with engineers that won't give me the proper mix, and plus when you're sitting there by yourself, you can try to hit that note that might not sound that good when people are around. F it, I'm going for it. And I can make sure that I take my time and it sounds exactly the way I want it.
Yeah, definitely. And so your music video is coming up, and you also have a show at the Gilman.
Yes.
On Saturday.
That is my very next show. So I haven't had any Skinner shows in a little while, so I'm excited about this one. So the band's lineup are 42 Pounds. I'm looking forward to seeing them for the first time. Right. Death Under Fire, friends of ours that I've played with many times, so that should be fun. The Venting Machine, who was just Jeremy from the Venting Machine, he was just in the studio with us. Those are friends of mine as well. And Serpent and Seraph out of Sacramento are also friends of mine.
Oh, and I've actually, like a big reunion.
Yeah, and I've actually shared the stage on some of my all-star shows and things with members of that band. So we're all very close. So this should be just a big party. It's going to be awesome.
Have people out there moshing it up for you guys.
Yes, none of that invisible.
No, don't do that if you come to the show.
Do not.
punch people in the face.
Yeah, it only takes you accidentally the wrong guy and
Oh no.
game over.
Oh,
Right?
I've been there so many times.
Or the wrong girl.
The wrong girl. You don't want to mess with girls in the mosh pit. Just saying. So let's see. Have you guys, being in all these bands, have you been on any tours?
With the Magica, yes, we did several tours. U.S. We went to Europe and stuff like that. I've never performed in Europe. I've gone there to mix and master albums that we've recorded. They toured Europe before I joined the band, unfortunately. But I was able to do a handful of U.S. tours, so that was nice.
Still good. And you might tour Europe with Skinner.
Yeah, well,
Cool.
as soon as this album's out, that is a plan. Is definitely to do, if not Europe, a U.S. tour within the next couple of years.
That's awesome.
So.
And you were talking about your bandmates earlier. How there's 6 of you. There's 3 guitarists.
Correct. So we have our drum. I'll start with the drums. Drummer Noe Luna. He plays in a local band called Three Lunas. It's a 3-piece Mexican thrash band. And they're all brothers from Mexico.
That's cool.
And they're really good. Then our guitarists, we have Robert Kolowitz and Grant Kolowitz. They're a father-son team. Grant is only 15. When he joined the band, he was 13. They actually do double duty now. They just recently joined another friend's band of ours called Mudface. So
I feel like I've heard of them.
Probably. They play a lot of shows. They just put out a new album.
Okay.
So they're doing the double duty. And then Alfred San Miguel is our third guitar player who we pulled from obscurity out of retirement. So he hadn't played like a decade. So
I feel like it's like a new life again. You know what I mean?
He's
Coming
loving
back
it.
there.
He's always enthusiastic. Everything is kick ass, badass. And then we actually just recently parted ways with our bassist, Elena Faulkner. She is pregnant with twins right now.
Wow.
So that kind of took care of that. She was in a Magic with me for many years. A lot of you might be familiar with her from the Metallica movie, Some Kind of Monster. She was the one that was jamming with Metallica in that movie. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. Hopefully, she makes a return to the music scene after. But she's a mama,
up there,
right? And she already has another son as well. So we have a fill-in. His name's Rich Pelletier. He was going to be down here tonight, but at the last minute he couldn't make it. But he's filling in for a few shows as a favor to us. We haven't announced that we're looking for anybody yet.
Okay.
He's filling in.
That's nice. And you have, besides the Gilman, any more shows coming up?
Yes. I'll just stick with Skinner for now because I have shows with another band.
Okay.
But we also have a show on April 5th at Nito's. Hopefully I'm saying it right. It might be Neto's. I'm not sure. In Santa Clara, and that's with Hate Effects.
Okay.
That has Glenn Alves of formerly of Forbidden and Testament in it. Awesome. So that should be good. And then we have another show April 19th. We're doing a CD release show with Fares down at Creekside Bar and Grill in San Jose.
Very nice. And do you have a favorite venue in the area? One that you really enjoy playing?
I do. My favorite venue is Music Inc. Right now they're rezoning, doing some stuff with the city, and about another 6 months they'll reopen. I also hear that Neto's is really nice, so I'm looking forward to that show and checking out the venue for sure.
Very cool.
Gilman should be fun. I haven't played there.
But you've been there before?
I played there in 2008. I know we talked about it, and Jeremy said he hadn't played, and we just kind of skipped to another discussion. But I have actually played there. It's a very historical punk club.
It is, yeah. Green Day was covered there. Mm-hmm. It's very cool. I was there the first time a couple months ago, and it was just awesome. Just the vibe there, and I don't know. I love the creepy art on the wall. So it's very cool. But so let's see. One last question. Let's see.
Sure.
We talked about this in the studio. If you have a favorite TV show, we obviously love The Walking Dead here. So you need to catch up on The Walking Dead.
I will. And everyone can hold me accountable and bug me and say, hey, have you watched it yet? So I'm going to go on my Netflix. Okay. I will watch Walking Dead. I mean, zombies are cool. My favorite TV show is Ghost Adventures because I love the paranormal, and those three do it right,
Yeah.
There's other shows where it's like, really? But I hear this place is haunted.
Oh my god.
We're trying to talk her into doing some ghost hunting.
Yeah.
She says no.
I don't think that's going to happen tonight, but you should definitely come back and
for sure
do that at night and check out the TV studio. But I'm going to say thank you again so much for coming down here for Into the Pit. And come check them out on Saturday at the Gilman. It'll be awesome.
Yep, Skinner, Serpent and Seraph, The Venting Machine, Death Under Fire, and 42 Pounds. Show starts at 8, doors at 7:30. $10 plus $2 membership fee, which allows you to get into shows at the Gilman all year long. It's going to be a party. It's going to be a metal party. We'll see you there.